Hey everyone, it's Kyle with Prolux. If you are a Rainbow owner and you're wanting to improve your Rainbow's performance, then this video is tailored for you, so please stay tuned. So if you already own one of these beautiful machines and you're in the market of possibly upgrading, don't do it yet. Please watch this video. I want to express to you guys how spending a couple extra $100 can greatly increase your Rainbow's performance, as if you were to buy a new Rainbow vacuum cleaner. Or let's say you're in the market for a new Rainbow and you don't want to spend thousands for an E-Series, an E2 Black, or the newest SRX, then you came to the right place. I want to compare these two head hose wand kits and just go over how older Rainbow technology still works for today, but the newer technology that's made to fit Rainbow vacuum cleaners is even better. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so I want to start off by comparing the hoses of these two different head hose wand kits, and then move on to the wands and then the power heads. Before I get into that, I want to give you guys some history on the Rainbow SE model. The SE model was first introduced in 1990, and at that time it was revolutionary to the vacuum industry. I'm pretty sure your grandparents or your parents still have their Rainbow. But as years have gone by, Rainbow has improved their technology. And instead of forking out thousands, like I said, for a newer model, just spend a couple extra $100 and upgrade the head hose wand kit for your SE model, and it's going to be compared to those as if it was an E-Series, E2 Black, or maybe even better compared to those models I just mentioned. So I want to cover the hoses first, and then I'll move on, and then at the end I'll give you guys my opinion. So to start off with the SE hose, the handle is going to be a plastic material. It does not have a trigger in the hose handle, unlike the PN2. The PN2 model has a trigger to control the power head. Rainbow claims that their hose material is crush proof. That is false. A lot of the time we get these hoses in, they are pretty badly damaged by kinks or crushes in the hose material, and we either have to throw them out or try to reuse them, but most of the time we just part them out. Then you have a genuine fit hose cup that plugs into the water bowl port, and then you have a two-prong male connector that plugs into the canister and powers the hose to power the power head. And then the hose on my left, this is going to be from a manufacturer called Plastiflex. They make hoses and vacuum parts for a lot of vacuums out there on the market. So the hose handle on the Plastiflex is going to be a little better compared to the SE. It's still going to be the plastic housing material. However, you're going to have a button lock on it, and you're going to have a switch on top of the handle, and this is going to act as if it was a PN2. You can control the power head with this switch. You're actually going to have a crush-proof material in the hose. We've never seen these hoses damaged. They're a lot more flexible, and you can stretch them out a little further compared to the SE. And then the hose cuff on the Plastiflex is actually going to be a genuine Rainbow part, so this is going to fit all SE models of vacuum. So whether it's a D4, SE, or PN2, this hose will fit it. It also has the exact same two-prong connection compared to the SE. So now I'm going to move on to the wands. Alright, so now moving forward onto the wands. As you can tell, the aftermarket wand has better features of that compared to the SE. The SE is just this long piece of tubing with a plastic cord wrap or guide on the back. So we'll start with the SE. The SE wand comes in a nice chrome finish. However, the chrome can get dirty very easily and scratches are very noticeable on it. And if you use this for water pickup, the inside of it can rust out very badly. You have this plastic cord guide on the back, but a lot of the times when we get these in, they're broken. There is a broken piece on the bottom and at the top. The bottom of the wand, you're going to have this button lock mechanism. So this is what's going to secure it to the power head. And the wand itself is going to swivel. The power head will not swivel, the wand will swivel. So take that in consideration. And then at the top, you're going to have a friction fit connection, and if you're unsure what friction fit is, it's very straightforward. You use friction to secure the hose to the wand. So when you insert the hose into the wand, you have to twist it to create that friction fit connection. So this wand is very basic, but it's tried and true and it's worked for many years. But now moving on to the aftermarket wand. This is a Meriton wand, and as you can tell, it has a lot more going on of that compared to the SE wand. So this wand is going to be direct connect. So what that means is all the electrical cords and features are going to be behind the wand in this nice black sleek looking plastic housing. And when you plug it into the power head, you're not going to have a power cord coming from the power head. This is going to be a direct connect fitment like this. So you have no loose cords hanging out or getting in the way. This wand is extendable, so what that means is if you press this black button, you can adjust the wand length to a variety of different positions. So whether you're a short or tall person, this wand is flexible to your height. And it also gives you that extra reach if you're trying to clean your ceilings or your fans. And then the top of the wand's also going to be direct connect, so you're not going to have a power cord coming from the head that plugs into the hose itself. The hose will directly plug into the wand, and then you have this button lock release at the top, and this will release the hose from the wand. And then the Meriton wand comes in a nice stainless steel finish. If you're not sure who Meriton wand or Meriton is a company that makes vacuum parts for a large variety of different vacuums. So now that we got the wands out of the way, we're going to move on to the power heads, and this is where it gets a little more detailed. Alright, so lastly we're going to cover the power heads, and you can tell just by looking at them that they are very different. We'll start with the SE and then we'll move on to the Weaselwork. So this is the Rainbow SE power head. Like I said, when it came out in 1990, it was great. It still is great, but as time goes on, power heads have improved and they are a lot better compared to this older Rainbow technology. But to start it off, you have this nice rubber bumper guard that goes around about 80% of the power head. And this is going to protect the power head and your walls if you accidentally bang the power head into the wall. You will get some paint scuffs on this, but that's about it. You have a power reset button on the top of the power head right here. So if the motor stops working by sucking up a sock or getting clogged, just get rid of that clog and reset the power head and it should work again. It has a normal 2-prong power cord, and this will plug into the hose, and this is what will power the power head. You do have a carpet selector, so depending on the type of carpet you have, you can adjust this to work on that carpet. However, doesn't really do much. I'll show you. So this is the carpet height or carpet adjuster. It's a very flimsy piece of plastic, and what it does is it will either open or close these air vents, and that'll allow more air in or less air out, and that will just change the suction performance depending on the type of surface you were cleaning. That's pretty much all it does. Whenever I use an SE Rainbow, I never really bother with this thing because I don't really think it does much. But if it works for you, let me know. I could be wrong. And then on the back side, you have the pivot. I think this is the weakest part of the entire power head. The pivot uses a friction fit to stay in the upright position, and over time, these tabs which hold the pivot in the upright position can wear out, and this will allow the pivot to just do what it wants. So if these tabs wear out and your pivot just falls down all the time, it's going to create an issue when you go to store it in your closet. The wand and hose are falling over, knocking your jackets off your hanger or whatnot, and so yeah, that's the weakest part of this power head, is just the pivot. And then moving on to the other side, you have a nice chrome bottom plate. This can rust over time. There's a couple rust spots right here. You only have 2 wheels on this power head, and they're kind of small wheels, and if you drop this power, the wheels can break. You have to replace them. And then the bristles on the brush roll, there's not that many. There's a bristle on each side, and then you have this hard plastic squeegee blade. But then you have only about 80% of the brush roll cleaning your carpet or floor surface, since a lot of it is blocked by this bottom plate. So even though this power head is wider compared to this one, they're actually about the same when it comes to the cleaning width due to this bottom plate. So now I'm going to cover the Wieselwerk EBK 360 power head. So if you're not sure or you've never heard of Wieselwerk, Wieselwerk is a German company and they make the best of the best when it comes to power heads. This is their EBK 360 model, and we include this power head with a large variety of vacuums we sell here at Prolux, and they work great. You can use them on hard floor surfaces, carpets, rugs, concrete. Whatever you throw at this power head, it'll do its job. So right off the bat, it's in a nice black finish. It has a LED light right here, and they are that nice blue light finish that everyone runs in their cars. So if you want to vacuum your house in the dark, you can do it with this bad boy. They're pretty bright. You have two buttons on top. You have a pivot release and a height adjustment. So what the pivot release does is when you press it, the pivot will unlock and you can drop it. You can only drop the pivot when you press the pedal in. And then speaking of the pivot can swivel side to side, unlike the SE where the wand swivels. On the EBK 360 power head, the pivot itself swivels. And then you have a pedal release on the pivot, and this is going to release the wand from the power head. So what you do is you press this button down, it'll depress the button lock on the wand, and then you can remove the wand from the power head. You have a height adjustment on top, and it can go from 1 to 5, 5 to 1. So depending on the floor surface you're cleaning, you can raise it or lower it to get that nice deep cleaning. So what you do is you just press it so you get to a height that's comfortable for you or for your application, and then you can adjust it from there. Moving on to the bottom, you're going to have 4 wheels instead of 2. You're going to have 2 big wheels on the back and 2 smaller ones in the midsection of the power head. And these wheels are more of a hard rubber plastic material, whereas SE is more of a cheap plastic, and these things will probably never break on you. But if they do, this power head has a warranty. We can replace for you. And then the opening for the brush roll is much larger of that compared to the SE. So even though the head is smaller in width, the cleaning width is going to be maybe a little bigger, about the same compared to the SE. But the bristles on the brush roll, you have a lot more, so you can get that more deep cleaning effect when you're vacuuming your carpets. And this thing is pretty much maintenance free. You'll never have to replace the dull or brush roll, but if you do, we have a video on how to do that, and parts are pretty cheap. And this thing does have a circuit protection. So if you get a clog in the power head, the power will shut off until the clog or blockage is removed. And this alone will save your motor, and it won't burn out your motor. So I think that's it for the EBK 360 power head. It's a little better when it comes to features of the SE. And like I said, this is the best of the best on the market. You really get your money's worth when you just buy this power head alone. Alright, so before I end this video, I just want to give you guys my 2 cents on both of these options. You can't go wrong with either one. If you want the best of the best for your vacuum and you want that better cleaning experience as if it were a E-Series or E2 Black model, then I would definitely go with this aftermarket option here with the EBK 360 power head, the extendable direct connect mirror to wand, and the Plastiflex hose. But if you're a diehard Rainbow fan and you love the old school and vintage look, then you can't go wrong with OEM or genuine SE parts. We both know Rainbow is tried and true. They've been around for a long time. So if this newer technology kind of intimidates you or it's too much to get used to, then I would stick with the genuine SE head hose wand. But my preference is I would definitely go with aftermarket. You get a better bang for your buck and you can save money instead of upgrading to a newer Rainbow model. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful and it helped narrow down your decision on what to buy. If you guys have any questions or concerns, or if there's anything I missed or did not cover, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. or send us an email at service@proluxcleaners.com. I'm Kyle at Prolux. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.